And we are back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the BTS Summer Cup. We're back for Game 2 of this best of 3 between Wind and Rain and Vega Squadron. And what a first game it was. I mean, are you excited for Game 2, Adzan? I know you were like praying for another Invoker pick.
Yeah, Quaspex Invoker is very fun to watch. Just runs around the map throwing tornadoes, EMPs, lots of early rotations, lots of early action. I'm actually hoping we see Spirit Breaker as well again. That's if they don't ban it out. It'll be nice if you see a respect ban Spirit Breaker. I mean, they're respect banning the Murano already.
They actually banned out the Skywrath. Vega wanting to make sure they don't go for that again. And ensure that Wind and Rain don't try and pick it up. Because Wind and Rain do like to run the Skywrath also.
Yeah, it's just a very strong hero. They have dual pick, you see, so they have to take out Sky, or they'll take like Sky plus X, Sky plus Beast, Sky plus Brewmaster, like last game.
Sky plus anything, basically.
Yeah, Sky plus any offlaner. It's just like the greatest harasser ever. Just spams its spells and it's annoying.
I'm seeing something here. Crystal Maiden hasn't been banned yet.
Oh no, we're gonna see Core Crystal Maiden again?
No, Vega play it as a support, but it's still very dominant. Will Wind and Rain ban it out? That's the question.
Then he's gonna be playing Crystal Maiden in the mid lane.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that. You know, it's like it's the next episode in that whole Rubik mid thing that we did. There it is. It gets banned. I'm not really surprised. It's just such a dominant hero at the moment.
Yeah, the hero really owns. They don't want to play it themselves this time.
Well, I don't think it would have got past the first pick though. Anyway, I think Vega would have locked in straight away. Instead, they get the Clockwork, which is a hero that no matter what they seem to do to him, he always finds a place in the meta.
Let's see if they pick Morphling. It's not banned this time around, and it's pretty good against Clockwork and Escape from the Cogs. They've been known to like first phase it before, so let's see if they do.
Does feel a little bit bold first phase, but yeah, we have seen some teams focus that out.
Yeah, Wind and Rain really like to just first phase it. I've seen it before. We'll see what they do.
Witch Doctor?
Witch Doctor doesn't reveal much, that's good.
That lanes pretty well with the Morphling as well, with the Voodoo Restoration. It heals you up pretty quickly.
We saw how strong Voodoo Restoration was last game. Kitrak just running around with the Voodoo Restoration, helping everyone sustain the lanes. It's very important, this patch.
Kind of weird. This is the hero that typically never used to level heal. I remember for a long time, back when we used to get stats as well, people would just skip it altogether.
Yeah, they would. But nowadays, when the courier usage is like strictly on mid, just because how like region-based mid is now, the mid heroes need the couriers. So it's nice to have this sustain that isn't an item from the Witch Doctor that can just help you stay in the lane without needing the courier.
First thing we see the PL picked up here, which is decent, I'd say, with the Witch Doctor, just because typically this hero thrives on dominating a lane. And with the Voodoo Restoration we're talking about, there's no chance you have to ever retreat.
It's another hero that does not care about cogs. Can actually farm the cogs on PL. That's the difference between him and Morphling against Clockwork. Your belaying phase, PL could doppelganger, and then he can just farm the cogs. That's always fun. It's like 16, 18 gold each cog. Doesn't sound like much, but it definitely racks up, kind of like brood spiders.
It's also, it's not just that you're getting gold, it's also the fact that the Clockwork then ends up in a scenario where you can't even really use it aggressively. It starts to impact that hero in an awkward way. Typically, you want to be in their face, suddenly you have to just hold on to cogs because you know what's going to happen each time.
Yeah, we'll see Clockwork and Lash. That's a pretty strong combo itself. You run down some with batteries, so Lightning Storm, slowing them down. Land an easy stun inside cogs too.
Oi-oi-oi-oi-oi! Бежать!
Oi-oi-oi-oi.
I mean, you know, in fairness, I'm pretty sure. No, okay. I was half expecting it to be Solo that would be the one that would be spamming voice lines all the time. It's not. It's Kitrak. I mean, in fairness, if there's one team that was like the first team that became obsessed with spamming and tipping, it was like probably VP.
Yeah,
definitely
VP.
the tipping.
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was the ESL Birmingham one where it really started to come in, and like I remember the casters just being constantly excited to see who would get BM tipped. That's all they cared about at that point. It's like, who cares who wins? We just want to see BM tips everywhere. Let's go.
I went to Birmingham. It was fun. It's great atmosphere.
Pretty interesting. Had a lot of life about it. Showing that UK, we might not have players in top teams, okay, but we can cheer. And we'll
Cheering
cheer.
for the panel.
We'll cheer because Ricky got banned. That's the most important one.
Yeah, Ricky's really annoying. Got a lot of base damage buffs.
I remember, like, a lot of people I know, like, pro players and analysts, they're like, all right, time to start to spam Ricky. I was like, what? I was like, dude, he got giant buffs. We're going to pick him now.
Shadow Demon.
Wow, that's interesting. Typically, we see Shadow Demon as a counter to certain heroes. Heroes that require, for example, a purge. Not just as, I'd say, in this draft, an offensive pick, because that's what it is. They're moving forward to the draft with this.
It's nice defensive. When someone gets hooked or someone who gets split off, it's pretty nice. Like if someone's getting run down by battery assault and then split off, you can just save them with the disruption. It's very useful. It's also PL, right? Disrupting the PL is always nice because you make your own army.
Dazzle appearing. Another hero that really we only see when you've got a combo in mind, which is interesting considering Vega are the ones that banned out the Huskar already.
I wonder if they'll take Broodmother or something.
Wind and Rain still have the flexibility to go for an axe if they want. I don't know if they would against this lineup so far, though.
Yeah, they want to get something they use the heal bomb with. It's very weird to see Dazzle on its own without a use for the heal bomb. They'll pick something with a lot of units. Lycan is okay as well for the heal bomb.
Lycan is one of the more favorable ones just because you can stay on top of people, so you'll always hit the heals.
Yeah, lots of minus armor and plus armor as well. They did ban out Huskar themselves, so none of that Huskar meme.
I don't know. Maybe they go back to the Ursa again. It didn't work out too well from last time. But this time, there's no Spirit Breaker.
I don't think you want to play Ursa versus
Not against
PL.
the PL, yeah.
They counterpicked the Lifestealer last time. That's why they picked Ursa, but it didn't work out because it's like Lifestealer got way too far. Talking back to when the Ursa got like free shot by the Lifestealer. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Like that's not the most horrifying lifesteal experiences I've seen. The most scary as all hell ones I've seen are I think it was Vega were running it, and they had Daedalus on their lifestealer, and you just watched a Brewmaster go from full HP to like 400, like an 1800 crit.
You can crit off a feast now, right?
I believe so. Yeah, that's right. They made that a little while ago. So everything, all the modifiers affect feast as well. So it's like insane.
Let me see. Oh, Feast, there, 6.84. That was a while ago. Feast is now considered as a normal damage bonus. You can crit and cleave off of it.
It's pretty insane. Like the cleave was the really interesting one for a lot of people as well because they started trying to build Battle Furies. Yeah, the Magnus does appear. I don't think we're going to see a lifesteal though. Okay, you could go for a mid PL. I don't think we're going to see it though.
Axe Dazzle, that's good as well. Not multiple units, but the heal bomb will definitely hit with the axe. It's been a while since I've seen a Dazzle axe duel lane. That used to be like the standard years ago.
It like stops the axe being picked against them, which is probably the biggest concern, and it does fit their lineup reasonably well. But this should confirm what like this is a Leshrac mid. That should now confirm that.
Yeah, axe is one of the better heroes of PL though. So much spinning. But there is the disruption save. So, like, he's not going to kill himself off the spin. Blade Mail. So they give him Brile the last pick, though. They're banning out SF. Let's see what they pick themselves.
It looks like Vega still need a safe laner.
They could pick Invoker again. They're going to get last pick mid, so they're going to have a favorable matchup. This is going to be very good for Wind and Rain. We'll need to pick something safe on Vega Squadron, like maybe the Lina again. I mean, Leshrac can also go mid as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it has to be a Leshrac mid. It just feels... I feel like typically Leshrac, you can run it as a pos 4 or 5. I think a lot of teams tend to favor it more as the 5. But you've already got that Dazzle. Either of these heroes do a decent amount with gold.
I mean, I don't know, man. We saw a position 3 Crystal Maiden last game. Let's not question roles.
All right, I get where you come from. It's going to be a Dendi Dazzle mid. It's been a while. We're going to get back to that. We haven't seen that in some time.
Oh my god, it actually might be.
They could. You never know. I wouldn't say no to it either.
It actually could be, because Dazzle Mid, I actually seen Dazzle Mid quite a bit against certain heroes that just completely owns them. There we go, there's the mid. That's definitely mid.
No,
there we
that's
go.
clearly possible. That's possible.
They ban out the Viper as well, so that's the immediate counter pick. Counters to TA left, or Venomancer is a very good one. Raze is okay.
Raze is not bad.
Yeah, Raze is good. The static link is really good. You can like deny a lot of stuff. They could just not try and beat him in lane. But I mean, you want to try and crush the TA lane. Kunkka's okay as well.
Yeah, couldn't go with the Torrent because you get rid of all the refraction charges.
Yep. But yeah, you definitely want to crush this with your last pick since you have last pick.
I actually really like the Kunkka, now that you mention it. Because also you've got the Magnus, so you can amp up your damage. And you actually stay a huge threat to the enemy team.
You have a nice cleave as well. And you have Shadow Demon to set up your spells. Kunkka sounds brilliant right now.
See what they're thinking. Trying to think what else there is, but a lot of the heroes that would have been favorable here have been banned out. The Ember's not terrible. Viper, of course, fantastic against it.
We'll see. Maybe they have their own special TA counter. They have 5 seconds left, so I'll be excited.
They go for the Venom.
There we go. Yeah, that's the other counter to TA. You just click her in lane and her refraction charges just burn away, and then you can gale her.
It's a lot simpler to win the lane. I really am kind of surprised, though, because I thought they'd give themselves more buffer around the Magnus pick. Don't get me wrong, Phantom Lancer does use the Empower reasonably well, but it's not that big whammy impact. It's not really like PL doesn't struggle to farm per se.
I mean, he'll farm a lot faster.
That's true.
Like a lot faster. He'll be able to clear Ancients a lot faster too. It's just nice. The Magnus pick in itself as well, RP is going to be very good. But yeah, this Venomancer, they could have gone for Kunkka, yeah, but like Kunkka doesn't exactly shut down TA. The TA will still be able to farm. Kunkka can't really pose a kill threat on the TA like at all until like he's level 6 and gets like +1 in his lane. But the Venomancer will constantly have TA on her toes. Like,
I feel like Vega's focus is on Axe getting ahead out of the laning phase anyway.
Yeah, they have the Dazzle.
That does also mean that this is going to be a Call of Shrek still, and it's going to be ran in the safe lane. So, teams have their drops ready to get underway. With game 2 of this best of 3. Win and Reign are 1-up. Can they close it out is the question. Or will it go to a game 3? We'll find out.
Might just be a wash mid.
This is a pretty volatile lane, mid lane. This could go either way, and it could get really out of control very quickly. But the Venomancer, mainly because for Veno, it's just about getting to that level 2 ultimate as quickly as possible, and being a solo lane is brilliant for him. And Templar Assassin, once you get a Blink and a Desolator, you kind of just take over the game.
I mean, it's going to be really difficult for him to get to that stage in the game with the Blink Desolator, because he's not really going to be getting much out of this lane, I don't think.
Not going to be easy, that's for sure. It's just that constant harassment. I mean, once you get the Sonic Traps, you kind of have some vengeance, but you're still reliant on a gank towards the mid lane to clean up the kill.
Yeah, let's see how Bro plays this as well. There's like multiple ways you can play this. He might skip the wards or he might not.
I feel like in the mid lane, it's more favorable to get the wards at the moment, just because it's such a short lane. You can set up and you don't have to keep shifting your location.
Yep. We'll see. There's a lot of ways to play Veno. He already took the level 1 poison sting. It's going to be good against the TA. It's enough damage to burn through refraction. Level 1, I believe. Or I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure it is, though.
I think they used to have it so... Was it Orb of Venom used to actually go through refraction, and it used to interrupt
It does, still.
Yeah, but it used to interrupt Blink as well. Barrier Assault? Assault and Slayer. Brev? The trouble here. To move away. Slayer should be fine. But they do get the runes. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, like Ritsu actually snuck in and got that one as well. So
1 rune is untouched. Right, Blue's gonna get it.
All of the runes go the way of Wind and Rain. So next game, right? Like next series, we're done.
Alright, look, it's a quad lane mid. It's just gonna be fun.
You kind of have to. You're saying about how hard it's going to be for Dendi at the start.
Yep.
So that will leave Ritsu alone against Mag, which isn't a terrible matchup for Mag here, especially seeing it'll allow him to get free XP. And once he gets like level 3, level 4, then he can start aggressing pretty hard with Phantom Lancer. On top, Slayer just trying to run people down here. I mean, he kind of has to get value because he went for the battery assault first. He has to be in their face the whole time.
Yeah. I'm just looking at this mid lane. It's kind of disgusting.
I mean, it's a Venomancer game. When are they not disgusting?
Venomancer Witch Doctor versus Dazzle TA. We'll so probably see this Dazzle stacking Ancients when he can as well. That'll be TA's get back into the game. Oh, Dendi.
Oh, Maledict on him. Dendi in a little bit of trouble because he did take the Side Blades level 1. The cast bounces. Will he fall though? It's going to be close. Got a salve. He might be forced to use it to try and survive.
Oh.
Salve up, and he'll survive. Barely though.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Dazzle. Oh, he tried to go for Brile. No! That is an unexpected counterattack, shall we say, from a solo Dazzle.
Ooh.
These are, I mean, he almost got him in fairness, but still. Once Brile reached that tree line, surely you just turn around.
This Venomancer also had a lot of regen, so it just heals straight up. It was a nice attempt by the Dazzle, but you know, it's Venomancer, it's hard to trade versus Venomancer. Even the Dazzle. Dazzle just denies the regen rune and just runs away.
This job done.
Though. This Clockwork, really annoying them.
Well, they are being annoying back. With the disruption, meaning the illusions are there, he can't really get the battery assault on who he's looking to attack, which is usually Millen.
Look at bottom as well.
Ritsu, almost dead. That's solo. Can he get it? No, this will be his second experience diving towers. He doesn't want to repeat the last time, especially since Kid Track just arrived. He did, but at the same time, like, he had to know Kid Track was on his way across.
It looks like the mid's back to standard 1v1, and Brile almost dies to Side Blades. That would have been very unfortunate.
That first blood gold means he had enough to ferry out more salves.
Oh.
He's getting aggressive straight away. He knows he can force Dendi out like this so easily. I'd imagine... Do you actually go for the Plague Wars? Here's the question. Like, either one could work quite well. I feel like if you put the Plague Wars down, you're committing to pushing the lane, and that means that Vega can flex around the outer lanes more. Dendi's just going all the way back. He's had enough of this.
Dazzle mid talked about it.
Hey, you know, we were expecting Dendi to do it, but we'll settle for a solo Dazzle mid.
Solo mid.
Get a quick Desolator, you know, kill off the Venomancer.
He did used to play mid, like years ago.
That's true. Quite some time ago, though. Then again,
yeah.
You know.
I'm gonna name was solo mid abuse. Solo line abuse, actually. I forget. It looks like Clockwork died.
Slayer gets caught out here. The aggression catches up. Millen's just... I mean, it's been consistently so much harassment. We've seen this a lot at the moment with Magnus in the off lane, the duo lanes. You just get the Empower, give it to your range, and suddenly he hits pretty damn hard.
I mean, he got 4 stacks of poison. It just kind of blew him up.
That's kind of the power, though. Like, you know the Clockwork's going to try and be in your face. So if you disrupt him, then you can just body block him with the illusions.
Yeah, that's good. He'll be going a lot safer now. Shadow Demon's level 3. It's very strong. Level 2 poison, owns.
Like, you get about 4 stacks on them, and suddenly half the HP is gone.
He'll be running low on mana though, so that's good. If you're a fan of Vega.
This could be a potentially a double arcane lane though. So they could keep up the harassment in a minute. Around the back, Solo comes. Try and make that rotation from the mid lane. It can't get close enough to stun though. Millen should be able to escape this. It's going to be close, not close enough though. But, you know, you just rotate out of the mid lane. Dendi's not going back there anytime soon. Bral is just free farming. And that is of chief concern right here for the side of Vega. I have to wonder where's your recovery right now. Like, Mag is falling behind in terms of XP to Ritsu here, as he was forced out of that lane earlier. And the top lane, I'd say, is actually going much better for Wind and Rain. This is your off lane, and you're out leveling their safe laner.
Huh. This top lane's
in trouble again? Slayer, they jump him with the skewer. They say, okay, I'll hop in the cog so the Maledict comes down. Slayer's going to fall. Starting to try and buy him some time, but he can't make it to the camping. Fine.
It's already a 2k gold lead for Wind and Rain. It's just the advantage of having favorable lanes. I mean, bottom lane's like the hardest lane, but it's like Axe can't really kill the PL. Well, PL can't really kill the Axe. They're kind of just trading farm, as you'll see this Axe pulling the wave into the small camp. Mid lane's obviously Veno favored. It's Veno, right?
Well, then he has returned.
Yeah, yes. He has high CS because he's been jungling.
The thing, like, he's still just struggling to keep up with Veno. And the difference is that Veno, as this goes on, he'll start pressuring tower. Someone has to come and address this, and I'm not sure if there's going to be anyone that will be able to at that point.
Yeah, maybe he should have taken a point in wards so he could pressure the tower a bit more. He has the Aquila. He might try it himself anyway. Yeah, if Dandy's not on the lane, that's definitely something he wants to do. He has been doing it.
Slowly but surely he will get this tower.
Ketchup, come help as well. Dandy's just not in the lane. Impossible lane.
They could get count pretty hard on that Templar pick. This is always the risky run when you pick it like that, though. Especially when you're like when you looked at Vega's lineup, the focus was, okay, the damage really is on this Templar Assassin. The Shrak's going to have a hard lane regardless against the Magnus. So, yeah, we said already, they were kind of like putting all their chips on Mag on this Axe. And like you said, he can't actually approach Ritsu anymore. They can't kill each other.
Yep, they're just trading for him. Look, he's tipping him.
Are they going to trade tips is the real question.
Farab's got a nice game too. He's picked up his arcane boots. Again, the Leshrac isn't having a very good lane. Just like last game when he was playing Ursa. Relatively low CS, he's just not getting a chance to really shine.
I mean,
putting in these lanes, really difficult ones.
It's kind of like the mentality as well, right? Like, you have a bad game like that, and you're trying to shake it off. You come into the second game, and it's exactly the same experience. Not as bad. I wouldn't say it's not going as badly as the first game, but he's not able to really do anything. He's being controlled in this lane pretty well.
Yep. He hasn't died or anything. It's just like he's getting completely outfarmed and zoned. I mean, it's 2v1 right now, and they're higher level on the Mag and Shadow Demon because they have way more denies.
Slayer did go mid instead, but they're just pushing this tower so hard. He won't be able to stop this on his own, and no one's going to come and help, which means Plantimos is alone. Gets hit by 2 poisons. Not enough, though.
Yeah, the third poison only just missed. They would have kept going if it hit.
It's definitely a snowball-orientated lane, and Plantimos is just forced into the jungle. He's going to have to use the shrine. It's just, I think it just all comes down to, because of the way that Dendy's been forced to play, you're just a man down. Wherever you are on the map, you feel like you're a man down.
I mean, he's getting farmed, so it's like whatever.
He is. They've just basically got to try and buy time. Mag. Malik comes out in the bot lane. Maybe in a little bit of trouble here. The cast's going to bounce. They're trying to catch up. They need more damage, though. They've got Spirit Lance coming off cooldown, but Dazzle arrives. They'll back away. Mag proving he's pretty damn tanky with that Vanguard online.
Oh, Dendy has a DD. He can take the stack now as well. Oh, this is great for Dendy.
Got the double trap as well to slow everything down. Meanwhile, Clockwork just trying to get levels. It's definitely worth trying to get a quick 6 on Slayer. Clockwork with the hook shot can change things around, especially against the Venomancer, who's going to try and linger back.
Look at this Dendy.
Calming up. He's got traps in the mid lane as well, so if Brawl oversteps, he will be punished. Suddenly, gold-wise, Dendy is close to actually surpassing Brawl at this point. He's catching up, that's for sure.
That's the Ancient Sphere. That lucky DD rune got him back to the bigger game. He got like 500, 600 gold from that Ancient stack.
Speaking of stacks, Millen's doing the exact same thing. He's got his arcanes now as well, which means Plantimos, he actually can't come back to this lane at all. They're sticking him mid against the Venomancer that has double his level. Well, I hope for his sake that Dendy is watching those traps mid, because he's probably going to need them soon.
Yeah, they'll probably try and throw a Gale.
Oh, Mag. I'm going Ritsu in the bot lane. Did use the call. He needs 1 or 2 more spins. Puts the battle hunger in. Ritsu, he's not so hungry to fight. Forced to walk away. DP coming in from the Shadow. Millen's going to arrive. Can they follow this up now, though, is the question. Going to amp up the damage. They need to get more Shadow Poisons out. Ritsu being chased onto. The call's going to catch him. Nice use of the disruption to make sure that he can't actually get any spins. And Mag has to back away. So a lot of poison on top. The Spirit Lance slow him down as well. They're getting him low. So they might need to use that Shallow Grave if Mag gets hit by any more. But he'll be fine. Millen burned all the mana he had.
Yeah, he saved the PL though, so it's fine.
And more to the point, that creates space for Brawl to go and take the mid tower.
Cleared all the traps as well. With a sentry ward. 25 gold each trap, so that's good.
Yeah, it was almost worth that point. You at least got half your money back, and it secures the tower for you. Ag, been perched up here, moving pretty slow. Millen's just going to harass him up now with the Shadow Poison. Not much you can do about this.
All 4 bounty runes went to the side of Vega.
That's a turnaround considering the start of the game. Bro, he got that haste. He got chased for solo. Won't get rid first. The call comes out. Mag runs to the TP. It's going to be close, but not close enough. They didn't have enough poison. They will at least kill off solo, though. And now they really should push for this tower.
Yeah, but they lost 4 bounty runes for a dazzle. It's not good.
It's problematic. I think the bigger deal is that they felt like the axe should have died there. But the raindrop, I think the raindrop actually saved his life there.
Bounty runes are worth so much now. Getting all 4 is like worth 2 kills.
It's essentially 500 gold swing for each bounty because you're getting 250 for your team at least, and then the other team is losing out on that gold. It's quite a lot of money. Especially when you consider that's actually the net worth difference right now in favor of Bull.
Anyway, Dendy's it's almost got his Desolator. Looks like he's not even opting to finish the treads. He just went 12 of haste.
Hey, you know, these are squishy heroes. Doesn't need to hit multiple times. Once will do.
Doesn't need the Bell of Strength now, I guess.
Oh, axe though. That's once again the poison.
Did you just get level 5 poisoned?
Level 5, yes.
I mean, like 5 stacks of poison.
I assume so. Like I just saw his health go from about half to 0.
Yeah, that was 5 stacks of poison. That's what it'll do to you.
It's the Shadow Demon experience. And look at this smoke. Slayer in the mid lane. What's going to Brawl here? Hook shot in to make sure he catches him the cogs and the Barrier Assault. Brawl's got the poison overthrow out on the Dendy. Trying to do some damage to the cast. There's the Maledict coming across. Dendy's going to take a lot of damage in return. He actually might tick out. RP only connects on the one for Rev. Doesn't matter. Gets the follow-up kill, courtesy of the Shockwave, and gets solo as well. Oh, Disruption, they found more. Slayer. He thought he could escape here, but Millen was waiting for him the entire time. So you kill off this Veno finally. That cost you 3.
That was very nice. They had turned around that fight pretty good. It looked like Dendy was just gonna get away with the dazzle, get healed up, Shelly Grave, and then Magnus just skewers in and RPs the dazzle and just kills them both with a shockwave. That was pretty good.
I think he was hoping for a little bit more, but it was the level 1 skewer.
Yeah, it's whatever. He killed Dendy, so it's like, it doesn't matter.
Dendy
He's getting away with this greedy build that he has anyway, the 4-4-1.
Mag purged up. They're gonna chase under him. He knows his experience from last time. The Maledict is there this time round, though. He might be forced to use the Shrine. He'll back away. They didn't want to commit. It's too close to assistance. Even using the cool... Mag actually almost ticked out there. If they'd used the... No. They could have triggered the Shadow Poison and killed him.
Probably, yeah. But, you know, I think even they are underestimating their damage. Maledict and Poison and Soulcatcher. God.
The Maledict especially, like that combo, like people do not give Shadow Demon enough credit. The Soulcatcher especially just does so much work, even at level 1.
They have a ward spotting out Dendy stacking. They don't see the creeps themselves, but they see Dendy stacking, so they'll probably try and contest that if they see him do it. It's a pretty smart ward.
It's pretty deep as well, unlikely to get de-warded.
Yeah, no one will really think the ward is there, they'll think it's closer to the Ancients, because most people like seeing vision of them.
Oh, he just placed that ward.
They know he has a ward though. They just saw him place it.
Yeah, he just walked up and done it straight in front of them. Meanwhile, Mag, he's just trying to get a little bit of dollar here. He wants to get that blink. Then he's maybe a little bit angry. He's like, these are my stacks. In fairness though, if the Axe can get that blink, they can start to really just take control of this map and look for those kills.
Forever's almost completed up his blink dagger as well. Once they get these blinks, they'll be able to start making moves on both sides. It just depends who gets their blink dagger first.
Phantomos though.
Just killed him.
Yeah, he just disappeared. I mean, in fairness, Palantimos is kind of like the silent person. We haven't heard much from him in this game. He is, I'd say, seriously underfarmed at this point. He's the poorest core on their team.
If he can get some farm, he'll be fine. Lashrak is actually pretty good against PL. You'll always be able to see which the real one is with a pulse salvo. He can use himself as well, but it depends who gets the blink dagger first this game. If Vega can get the blink on the Axe first, then they can make the first move, but if If they get it on Forever, then they'll be looking to make the first move. They'll start pushing some towers with the mag behind. Vega will use theirs a little differently though. They'll just smoke and look for a pick off.
So it's going to be a push in, actually. They're taking the tier 2 from Vega here. And Vega have no interest in contending this.
They have a smoke on the Dazzle. They're probably going to try and use it with Axe's Blink Reveal. This is like what most people do nowadays.
I mean, it's a big item. It's one of the easiest items to get value out of revealing.
Oh,
and Mag?
The Shadow Demon.
Oh, Millen?
Oh no.
Gets the Purge out though, Mag. He can't blink forward now. The Poison as well, the Cast as well as the Malik Plan. Must take a lot of damage. He's dead forward as well. He's going to fall here. There's no way they can save him.
That's real bad.
Dazzle, I mean, he wasn't... I think he was just out of range with the level 1 Shellgrave. And even if he had, I'm not sure you can save him from that much damage.
That was a smoke used on the side of Vega though, and they didn't get anything. And they actually lost someone.
And they got
Shadow
dewatered
Poison
as well.
just cancelled the blink. Oh, Bryle's getting slowed up right now. The wave is dying.
Kid Track, jumping in. Slayer has the hook shot across. The cogs come in. Kid Track traps him. Because it turns out there's assistance. Slayer taking a lot of damage. The stacks are starting to add up. The Maledict on him as well. If they just fuck this out, they'll get the kill. The Poison Nova not needed from Brile. Won't achieve much, actually. And coming in the back, Palandamos, he wants to fight this time. The RP being held onto on top of Dendi. They just want to bait out. Now the dunk comes out. The RP finally used on the Dendi in the meantime. They'll get the kill on the Shadow Demon, but the Shallow Grave will save Dendi. Look at the TP out. Should be able to make it in time. It's going to be a close call, but he will survive. Barely. Actually, it looks like that might be Win and Rain signal to back off here. They get a little bit overly confident. They take a reasonable trade, all things considered.
Gold lead is just racking up now that Ritsu's finished his Diffusal Blade. He's just running around and farming their jungle. He's not giving them a chance to farm anywhere. He's not farming his own jungle. For us, what Forever's farming. Look, he's even put a circle around where he's farming. He's like, this is my place. This is my swamp. And that's all he's gonna farm.
Coming here, we'll beat you over the head with a club and take you back to our lair. It's getting pretty grim. Vega maybe need to just try and get into Win and Rain's jungle. But
really
as long as that tier 1's there, they can't do anything.
Like, Dendi can't really farm any places. Like, they see Dendi walking up right now. He doesn't have Blink. You think he's gonna die.
Oh, he has to hide here. Things
Where's,
come out, though.
Kid Track has detection.
Oh, hookshot across. Nicely done. Slayer does catch on the Kid Track, and this time Kid Track, he's not going to get the assistance he's looking for. He will fall. Meanwhile, they catch on the Ritsu. He's going to try and doppelganger away and try and shoot them out, but they won't fall for it at all. They'll find him still.
They're getting bottom tower out of this, though.
They've been working on that bot tower for a long time as well, though.
Yeah, they were showing multiple heroes in different lanes, so Vega just commit everything on that top lane. It did look like Dendi was about to die, though. Kitchik was
looking grim. Call comes out. They actually catch on the Brile here. And he's surrounded. He has no way out. He's already used the Poison Ever on cooldown for 30 more seconds. Nice force stuff up to the high ground. But Slayer was waiting for him. The Barry Salt and the Cogs should finish him off. Now the Purge on the Mag. They just need to back away, though. They were trying to save Brile.
Oh, if he gets one more poison, he's dead.
Mag needs to be careful here, Millen. Can't hit him with it. He misses the mark.
Oh, so close.
This is the intimidation. It's not even just about hitting them. It's the effect of just throwing them out. They have to dodge, so they're getting zoned the entire time when they fight.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the Vega finding the pickups that they need. They got the PL, they got the Venomancer. And in the meantime, Dendi's just farming, so like Dendi's getting closer and closer to that Blink Dagger. And when he gets that Blink Dagger, he'll be able to just blink on the Witch Doctor and just blow him up.
I don't think they're worried about the Witch Doctor right now. I mean, so far, Slayer's been dealing with that.
I mean, yeah, it's just like 4v5. That's what TA does, right? She just blinks in the backlines and blows someone up. She does a lot of physical damage anyway. The Sax will jump in the backlines with him.
They have so many heroes focused around that. If they eliminate supports, like you say, it's problematic. I mean, Wind and Rain, they've reached that point. Venomancer now has a level 2 Poison Nova available to him. But
I mean, they need to find Shadow Demon, because if they don't find Shadow Demon, then he's just going to disrupt whoever Axe jumps.
True, we saw in the bot lane before. We've seen it a few times so far this game. Millen's been pretty on point with the saves. It's not just a case of he's a defensive hero. It's not like dealing with the Dazzle, where it's like, oh, they'll save someone. It's the aggression as well, especially with the Soul Catcher, which he hasn't been leveling up, but as this game goes on, 50% bonus damage is significant.
Still a lot. Oh, RP comes out.
RP comes out on the Dendi. They'll push him back. The Maledict as well. He'll try and melt through Kid Track in time. He will at least get that kill before dying out himself. But that was an RP committed for a solo Templar assassin. I feel it's worth it. just to make sure there's no threat of Roche occurring anytime soon.
That is worth it. Core kill, RP for a core kill is always worth it. It was an Arcane Rune RP as well, so it'll be up in no time. Look, at 57 seconds left, and then it's up again.
There's a smoke from Vega, though.
Yeah, they know there's no RP. They're gonna try and do something. They won't expect it because Dendy's dead. Axe needs to be leading. Axe or Clockwork needs to be leading. Don't know why Dazzle is. Out.
Oh, jump in. Call comes out on the Ritsu. Can they control him up? They're going to hook shot in. They're getting down to half HP, but he'll be able to doppelganger away, and assistance is here. Forever moving through with the skewer on top of Mag. Him on the back foot. Jump in. Slayer. He's actually stuck here. Ritsu, not the way he planned things to go. The cast bounces out of the Mag. Will chase him down as well. The Maledict does connect, which means he has no way of getting out. He doesn't even have a TP. He can't even try and escape. Blink forward. Forever just staying on top of him, harassing him constantly, make sure he can't go anywhere. And the final Maledict will take him out. Actually, Forever gets it with the shockwave. And on the other side, Brow cleans up solo.
Yeah, he was chasing him down forever. He, like, graved himself, healed himself. That was, like, pretty funny. Pados is finding space to catch up, though, even if Vega are dying. He's gonna get the bounty runes for his team as well.
This is
looks like Dendy's making his way bottom as well.
Kind of a rough hero to be catching up on this scenario, though. Like, the Leshrac is playing catch up. Dendy still doesn't feel confident to fight. He's almost got the Blink Dagger. That should be the turning point. But it's the question of who can back you up that stage. We just saw how Wind and Rain kited out the rest of Vega.
They went on a Wind and Rain with a smoke, but they didn't have the damage for the PL, so it kind of just flopped. The smoking without a core like that, it could have been good if it was like any other hero. They would have died, like for sure, but PL's just too tanky. He has like 27 armor.
It's also the case of, like you said before, if Milan's there, the disruption comes out, and the gank attempt fails.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to go with a core next time. They were showing the Leshrac in a different lane, and TA was dead, so it was like kind of unexpected. But just smoking like that is pretty risky, because you might not have damage for the kill target. And they didn't, so they got punished heavily for that. They got wiped, but they'll be picking up some more items, like Desolator on Dendy. They should be able to do a lot more with that. Axe is gonna go Blade now. He picked up a Hood of Defiance though, so he's not gonna die to Shadow Poison anymore. So that's nice.
He hopes.
It also won't cancel his blink if he uses the active and the Shadow Poison's thrown out. It will run past him, but it won't pop it, like the Blink Dagger. It won't go on cooldown.
Because it's being absorbed, yeah. That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Probably the most important thing after his last experience as well. But
it's also
in the meantime,
good versus Venomancer as well. Like against all these heroes that just cancel your blink, it's so annoying. Like Hood of Defiance is pretty useful on initiation heroes because they can pop it and then they'll always be able to get that Blink Dagger off. It's more reliable than a BKB in some situations because you don't want to pop BKB and then like wait 3 seconds and then go in, you know.
Wind and Rain, the backdoor protection kicks in right at the end. Look at the tower still though, and I wonder if they just go to the Roche bit after that. The Clockwork is concerned.
Full Roche control, but they have the TA trap in the Roche. Like they have all the outer towers now, and they have good vision. They have 2 nice deep boards. So they'll be able to see if they contest the Roche. But I don't think they want to go for it yet. I think they want to finish this hard on PL before they go for Roche.
Phantomos dodges out the Gale. Brow's going pretty deep for this. Needs to be careful because Clockwork's on the back foot. Slayer ready to jump in. Rev leading the way. Just wants an RP target. He'll take anything at this point. I feel like they should just be targeting the Roche. They're going to get kited out by the side of Vega because they do have the ability to move away pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think they want to finish hard. Aegis doesn't last very long anymore, so they want to get the hard up so they can pressure straight away, make the use out of it. They want to end the game on the next Aegis.
Say that, but Rev, he's going pretty deep here. Gonna solo, skewer through. Solo might be left behind. Dendy. Oh, the RP comes in straight away. Now the jump across the cast bounce and nice and the Maledict as well. The hook shot won't matter. As she gets blocked out by Brawl. He can't get across to help out with the fight. And Dendy, he's left alone in no man's land. The poison Nova from Brawl just to ensure that Dendy falls. They do lose the Witch Doctor, but they claim the Dendy kill. Mag will go for the TP out. It's going to be close, but not close enough. He'll still fall. Chasing on for more. Solo, all alone. Triggers the Shrine. Shallow Grave as well. It's futile. And they even push him away to make sure that they can't potentially lose Brawl.
Very nice skewer.
That's a... I feel worse for Mag there. Like, you're meant to be so damn tanky. You've gone for that Hood. You've got the Vanguard. You're almost done with that TP out. But Ritsu just hits like a goddamn truck with the Empower on him.
He's finished off his hot now, so like I talked about, he's gonna go into the Roche pit now. And they'll be able to start pressuring straight away as soon as they get this hot.
Indeed they will. Milan will just start pushing in the mid lane in prep. And by the time they get ready to push, Brawl will probably have the Poison Nova available again for the high ground.
They'll get this Roche, and then they'll wait RP maybe, and then they'll just go mid. And if they go on the PL, then they just have the RP, and they have the disruption save as well. They can keep sending illusions. But there's nothing for Ritsu to fear this game. If he gets low, he just needs to back up a little bit, and then heal up with the heart.
And it looks like Clock's going to try for that typical clutch snatch. But Kid Track already sees him. No, he's already seen the cast comes out, the Maledict as well, the moon across, Disruption as well. And when he comes out, skewer back, Slayer has no way out of this. They read it perfectly and they play him like a fiddle.
Yeah, they had nothing to fear there because Vega are also showing in the other lanes. Like, to see Clockwork there, they just all run out the pit and said Ritsu. They're like, alright, Ritsu's fine. He's not gonna lose this Aegis. We see everyone showing in the lanes right now. So they just, like, throw everything on Clockwork. It was a good attempt by him, but they had a ward spotting out his rotation towards the pit.
And as a result, Ritsu begins to push. Diffuse comes out, solo, forced to TP back as Blantimos TP's in. And Mag, he's got no mana left. Illusions, guys. Ritsu jumping in on Blantimos. Just this is so frustrating to deal with.
This is a perfect time to go Roche as well because it's the catapult wave. 25 minutes in is when the catapult spawns. It's coming down mid right now. It's going to help with this push.
Indeed, they didn't even use the refraction, the Silent Traps to try and slow us down. So maybe a costly area there.
They have a gem on the Shadow Demon. They didn't let them.
Oh no, they still have a few traps there though.
Oh yeah, there is one. Maybe he forgot about it. Even if he didn't though, catapult doesn't die to trap.
They're going to try and stun Ritsu up, but they mistime it, and he'll just go back to hit and build. Like, just sends the illusions for every time, make sure Mag that he just can't initiate.
He had a full duration weave, and he still was not confident going on that PL, just because of the Aegis.
I mean, Ritsu has been pretty defensive here when you think about it. He could easily dive these heroes at this point. They have no control for him, really. And once that Yules is put on cooldown, I half expect him to just kill off Blantimos. But
yeah,
they show patience.
He'll just get blink gold, and then the fight will get reset. But he's just playing really disciplined right now. He's making the use out of this Aegis. He's just trying to get as many objectives as possible. They're smoked up on the side of Vega right now, because they don't want to get blink RP'd.
They're just not stopping this right now, there's the problem. They need to do something about Ritsu, because they have more than enough time to take all 3 lanes for this Aegis.
Good.
Love this, just forcing the solo back so there's no save in case someone initiates. Dendi on the back foot has been pretty brave here. Just spawn out Millen in the meantime.
Yeah, Dendi's really deep.
Slayer's got him covered though.
They're just trying to find the right angle to take this fight, but it's so difficult.
They did though. They're going for solo. Ritsu just jumps in. He's had enough of this. Yeah. Now it gets a little bit worrying. You don't have a save if something goes wrong inside of Vega.
Stepping too far forward.
It didn't work out in the end. Plantimos is out of mana. He needs to be careful himself now. Ritsu, it's just getting ridiculous. This is a sad experience.
Constantly getting cancelled. This is really unfortunate.
But they can't commit heavily because Forever's just standing there ready with the RP. Even occasionally just, you know, using it and stopping just to remind them. Oh, Purge comes out. Plantimos jumping on top of him. He's dying so quick here. Doppelganger comes out. Ritsu just trying to run deep because he knew he was going to try and force stuff away. And Plantimos gets caught. And now Mag, he can't do anything again. There's Dendi, gets caught by the skewer. They'll just melt through him. They've got no detection in the meantime. They're jumping in. Slayer trying to do some work. The cogs come out, but it just holds him in as he dies off. And meanwhile, on the back foot, Dendi tries to make his escape, but fails. Mag, surrounded and killed. Ritsu gets the triple kill, and GG gets called. Vega, it took about 2 minutes of Ritsu non-stop hitting buildings, but they finally realized they have no solution to this Phantom Lancer.
Whoa. That was a very clean game by Wind and Rain. Very impressive. They just picked really strong lanes and they just crushed them. They didn't give them a chance to get back into the game. The smokes, the Vega Squadron, when they got the X blink, both didn't work out. The X ended up getting his blink cancelled, and then they lost. Who'd they lose again? Was it the Dazzle? Or was
the Dazzle was the first
Lusher?
pick off. We were watching on the back line because you just saw these moves around by Dendi and Slayer, just looking for a pick. And then immediately, once they ID'd that Dendi was far away, you just saw Ritsu finally commit onto solo, and he just disappeared.
Yeah, they just didn't get a chance to get back into this game. The laning phase was just really bad for Palatimos, both games.
Yeah, it was a rough experience. We said we were a little bit worried about how that last game ended. It was pretty brutal, and Palantimos, he got shut down again. It just felt you felt like Vega were a little bit demoralized by that previous game, and it
Yeah,
kind of
maybe a
showed.
bit, but definitely after this game, Forev didn't die once. What a god! Some really nice LPs this game.
Well, as a result, it's a 2-0 victory for the side of Wind and Rain. We have got more action coming up here on the BTS channel, though. We have got Alliance versus Double Dimension, and that's meant to begin in an hour's time. It might start early if the team's interested. I'll let you guys know in the chat if that's the case. So stay tuned for that. See you in a bit.